What if I told you you could have a productive, thriving garden in Florida by doing almost nothing? We have this idea that gardening has to be like a ton of work, constant weeding, spraying for pests, watering every single day, breaking your back in the sun. Well, the real secret to low effort gardening in Florida is not working harder, it's planting smarter. Today, I'm showing you my top 5 set it and forget it vegetables. These are the plants that you can practically put in the ground, walk away, and still come back to an amazing harvest. This is gardening for the lazy, the busy, or anyone who just wants maximum food for minimum effort. Who doesn't want that? Coming in at number 1, the king of low effort gardening in Florida is the Seminole pumpkin. It's a native survivor. It naturally resists pests and diseases like vine borers and mildew that destroy most other squashes in Florida. In the spring, simply just find a corner of your yard, mound up some soil, and plant a few seeds. And that's pretty much it. It's gonna sprawl, it's gonna climb on fences, and it doesn't have a problem outcompeting weeds. At our local community garden, actually, we have one just growing straight out of the compost bin, and it's going wild. You do nothing until late summer or early fall when you come back to find tons of delicious pumpkins on the vine. They're perfect for making pies or soups, or even just roasting and eating like that. Number 2, my favorite ground cover, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are super delicious. They're a sprawling vine that create a living mulch that shades out weeds for you. So way less work. In the late spring, get some slips, which are really just small rooted vines. The varieties that I like a lot are Beauregard and Tiny number 64. Plant them in a sunny spot, pretty much walk away. The plant's gonna cover the area, and all you have to do is wait. In the fall, you can dig up around the base of the plant, and you'll have pounds and pounds of fresh sweet potatoes. Okay, coming in at number 3, we have the plant that really refuses to die, the Everglades tomato. If you've ever had your heart broken by a traditional tomato, this is your cure. It produces endless waves of tiny currant-sized tomatoes that are bursting with intense flavor. Plant it once, and seriously, it's so adapted to Florida that it's gonna reseed itself year after year. I find that it outgrows most pests and diseases that seem to come its way. You don't even have to prune it. You can just give it something to climb and just pick tomatoes whenever you want them. The plant produces a lot of tomatoes. And number 4 is for anyone who wants fresh greens without all the drama. Ethiopian kale. Unlike regular kale that really gets beat up by our heat, this variety has a tougher texture and a slightly bitter taste that makes it far more pest and heat resistant. Plant it in a spot with a little bit of afternoon shade, and it's a cut and come again green. So you never have to harvest the whole thing at once. Just snap off the outside leaves and let the inner leaves continue to grow, and you can come back and harvest those more and more. The plant will keep producing from the center for months. So some people have complained about the bitterness and the tough texture of this plant. What I like to do to combat that is slightly saute the leaves and actually toss them in a sweet vinaigrette dressing. This softens up the leaves, but you still have this nice texture. They're not super slimy. And the sweet acidic dressing plays pretty nicely with the bitterness of the leaves. I actually really like it. And finally, the 5th and ultimate set it and forget it plant is Cassava, also known as yucca. This is a food security champion. It's a tropical root crop that you literally plant and abandon. We haven't taken care of ours ever. You take a cutting, stick it in the ground, and walk away. It's gonna grow into a tall, beautiful plant with literally zero help from you. It doesn't need extra fertilizer. It's drought tolerant, and pests, leave it alone. Then, in 8 to 12 months, you can come back and harvest huge calorie-rich roots that you can boil, fry, or mash, just like any other potato. But this plant has a really, really important note. The leaves and the roots contain cyanide. So before consuming, you have to boil them. This removes the poison from the plant. And this sounds pretty scary, but this crop is a staple crop in many countries around the world. A lot of countries in Africa use it to sustain them. It's super important for them. So as long as you boil, you're super safe. These 5 Florida plants will give you an incredible amount of food with almost no work. So stop fighting the Florida climate and start using plants that do the work for you. Gardening here doesn't have to be a chore. With the right plants, it can be as easy as this. If you want more info on Florida-friendly plants, I'll actually drop a link to a completely free vegetable gardening guide here in Florida. 100% free. Just put your email in. I'll send it straight to you. Thanks for watching. I really hope this helps, and have a good day.